Texting and drinking is never a good idea. We've all done it, and we've all regretted it. The drunken texts you forgot you sent. Prospectors collected them in InTEXTicated on Rock 107.
From the 305, are we allowed to hoe on the roof? Area code 817, how's Big Wiener McGee? Answer from 214, I'm going to ask you one last time to call him Matt, and he's fine, thank you very much. And from the 248, I'm sure her mom would have loved to find out her daughter has herpes via Facebook.
You hit send, and we hit the floor laughing in InTEXTicated on Rock 107.
Area code 929 wakes up in a cold sweat at 3 a.m. 136 unread messages, and the preview on the notification is, I just got to the incest part. From the 316, my boobs are too perky to pay that much for a car. And area code 248, I'm sorry, I'm just not ready to become a vampire yet.
Proof that booze and cell phones don't mix in InTEXTicated on Rock 107.
Area code 772. Want to meet at a cool spot and park just like cops side by side, and you can eat some potatoes and I can smoke a cigarette in your face. From the 701. The last time we went to a costume party, you walked around in a loincloth with a cross and said you were Jesus. I'm eager to see how much more offensive you can be. And from 773. I will come over, but only if I don't have to take my sunglasses off for it.
Hey, we found them in your telephone. In InTEXTicated on Rock 107. For Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
There's something fruity about this crime. Good morning, I'm Rock 107's Prospector. A man with a trunk full of avocados was arrested in California for allegedly stealing them from a nearby farm. Sounds like a great episode of the newest Law & Order franchise, Law & Order Produce Police.
This week on Law & Order Produce Police.
We got a problem.
Is it bananas?
No avocados.
Bananas?
What? No avocados.
Orange?
What are you talking about?
Orange, you glad I didn't say bananas?
You won't be laughing when you see this.
That has to be 40, maybe 50 avocados all sliced up.
Yeah, and they're not even ripe yet.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Whoever this guy is, he's avocado toast.
Who wouldn't want that kind of recognition? Good morning. I'm Rock 107's Prospector. Award season started with the Golden Globes. Of course, you got the Emmys, the Oscars, all that kind of stuff. The Golden Globes handed out the Carol Burnett Award for Achievement in Television. That's cool, man. Having an award named after you. If they named an award named after you, what would that award be for? Now, if it were the Prospector Award, it would be Prospector Award for Quickest to Anger, or Prospector's Award for Achievement in Forgetting People's Names within seconds of meeting them. How about if it was for you? Mike, checking in on Facebook.com/Angry Prospector, says, most annoying and immature. Tiger says it would be the award for lack of sympathy. If there's an award named after you, what's it for? Rock 107.
Hey, Prospector, heavy duty again.
What's up, buddy?
Procrastination, dragging my butt.
That would be the heavy-duty award for procrastination and dragging your butt, right?
That would be it.
That would be an award many of us could probably score easily on. TR says the award for successfully adulting without ever growing up. And Fred says having a conversation with my... Look, squirrel, which I'm guessing means distraction. There's an award named after you. What's it for? Rock 107.
If they named an award after me, it would be the Timmy Rex Award for screw-upism.
Screw-upism. I like that.
Yeah, for being the world's biggest screw-up.
I think you're too hard on yourself, but I enjoy screw-upism as a word. Sherry says for losing my glasses in record time constantly. And Bobby says my award would be for telling people to F off, but making them smile while I do it. That's some skill there, buddy. If there's an award named after you, what's it for?
Good morning.
Good morning.
If I had an award named after me, it would be for OCD, but I would call it the CDO because then it would be in alphabetical order.
And that's truly the embodiment of such an award. I love it. If there's an award named for you, what would that award be for? Facebook.com/Angry Prospector. Guy says self-abuse. Guy, I think we'd all really win that award.
Life's pretty tough right now. There's plenty of bad news, but it's not all bad. It's time for the brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
A retirement home in Kansas threw a roaring 20s party for a woman born in 1920. Her name is Eloise Lyons, and she's 102 years old. Her son says one of the secrets to her longevity is a shot of scotch every day. And how cool is this? Eloise has a twin sister who's also still cooking. The sister had her own party in San Francisco, but they were able to see each other on Zoom.
Thanks. We needed that. The brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
This country is divided. It's true. I'm Rock 107's Prospector. I think we can all go together if we understood each other better. To that end, we spend time inside each other's heads, and we start with the ladies on Rock 107.
And now it's time for another episode of 1 Minute Inside a Woman's Head.
I wonder if I'm really crazy. I mean, maybe I should get checked or something. I always thought I was just eccentric, a little out there, vivacious. But maybe I'm really insane. Does everybody else suspect I'm nuts and they're just too scared to say something to me? Everybody just be nice to Gail. We don't want to stir her up. That is really rude of them not to tell me. Is thinking you're crazy when you're not crazy, is that actually crazy? Am I sane playing a game of thinking maybe I'm crazy, or am I crazy playing like I'm sane, but I'm so good at it that I don't remember that I'm actually crazy? I should check this with Jimmy. No, he says I'm crazy even when I know I'm being sane. I should show him what crazy really looks like. He wakes up with me standing over him holding a flashlight and a toy monkey. That's funny. Or is it crazy?
And that was another episode of 1 Minute Inside a Woman's Head.
If you're thinking, well, hey, Prospector, you just must hate women. You're always making fun of them. Hey, I'll make fun of the men after the break. Good morning, I'm Rock 107's Prospector. And just before the commercials, we spent a minute inside a woman's head. She was wondering if she's losing her mind. Now it's time for the male perspective, but a man's attention span is much shorter.
And now it's time for another episode of A Few Seconds Inside a Man's Head.
Is she crazy? I don't know if she's just emotional or legit nuts. Like someday I'll wake up and she'll be standing over me with a knife, screaming about Velma from Scooby-Doo being a Nazi sympathizer or something. Yeah, she's crazy. But man, can she twirl my baton.
And that was another episode of A Few Seconds Inside a Man's Head.
Never give up on your dreams. Unless you have to get up for work. Then there's Prospector.
Somebody give me a wake-up call or I'll sleep right through.
Mornings on Rock 107. A fool, an idiot, a blockhead, a dunce, or an ignoramus. A dullard, simpleton, or a clot, nitwit, dipstick, pea-brain, mouth breather, or cretin.
It's now time to announce the winner of Prospector's Yambag of the day, as decided by you at rock107.com.
Here are the nominees. Nominee number 1.
This guy should have just punched a hole in the wall or something. But I guess this blows off steam, too. A 21-year-old named Brian Hernandez was mad at his girlfriend last Wednesday night, so he broke into a Dallas Museum of Art around 9:30 p.m. and destroyed over $5 million worth of art and artifacts. He used a stool to break into 2 display cases, smashed a Greek vase, and pot from the 5th and 6th century BC, so about 2,500 years old. Those alone were worth about $5 million, but he also smashed a bowl worth $100,000 and a weird bottle shaped like an alligator worth $10,000. Security guards stopped him before he did any more damage. He told cops he got mad at his girlfriend, so he broke in and started destroying property. They charged him with criminal mischief of more than $300,000. The penalty for that is 5 years to life in prison.
Nominee number 2.
This guy might have had a better chance if he just hoofed it. Last month, an inmate in Tennessee named Ricky Roach escaped from a hospital and tried to get away on a child's bike. He found his girl's bicycle and took off. It doesn't sound like it was being used at the time because it only had one pedal. The other pedal was missing. Police put out an alert over the radio, and an off-duty cop named Stephen Ellis heard it, then looked out his kitchen window and saw Ricky pushing the bike up a steep hill. So Stephen ran out, said he was a cop, and told him to stop. He says Ricky looked exhausted and didn't even argue. He just laid down on the ground and waited to be arrested. He was on the run for 2 hours and only made it 2 miles. Now he's back in jail. Police are trying to figure out who the bike belongs to. People have already offered to fix it up or just buy the kid a new bike.
And the winner is
the guy who did $5 million in damage at a museum because he was mad at his girlfriend. You are the Yambag of the day, and we'll move on to Friday's Yambag of the Week competition. Keep it here for more nominees for Prospector's Yambag of the Day, weekday mornings on Rock 107.